needs who more? This is an interesting topic, so we're going to talk about that. Jordan, what's your take? Who needs who more? Dogs need humans more, or humans need dog more?
Do the dogs need the people more, or do the people need the dogs more? If I were to pick one, I could be a kumquat and say that dogs need people more because they could not survive without them. That if there was an outbreak or a lack of food supply or something, the dogs would be looking for the humans for help. And yes, these things are true. But I think when you stack it up, acorns to acorns, I think that the benefits that us people, us humans, the human race that we receive from dogs far outweighs the needs of the dogs themselves when you were to get an even playing field. It's an immeasurable amount that I get from my dog. Just me, just all the
Like
things
what?
that my dog has given me. Let's see. What has my dog given me? He has given me love, and he's given me licks and kisses, and he'll listen to my problems sometimes when I have no one to talk to, and I'll just talk to him out loud, and he gets excited to see me. He gets so excited to see me. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, we can talk about that maybe down the road, but it is very, very reassuring. Hey, there is nothing that a husband wants more in a loveless relationship than to come home to his wife with a beautiful cooked meal and all this energy. She's waited all this day to see him. That's all he wants, and that's all I want. I want to be greeted and licked and just looked
Wait, we're
at and
talking about you're talking about your dog or with
the
Marissa?
dog. Yeah, yeah. Sorry,
Okay,
should have made that more clear. I'm
okay.
talking about the dog
You don't want
licking
Marissa
me.
jumping all over you, licking your face or anything like that.
I can't comment on that. But when I come home, my dog is so excited to see me. It's almost like if I was having a terrible day up to that point, or if I got some traffic on the way home or what have you, it's like, oh, yes, like I am home. Bo is here. He is excited to see me. Maybe he wants a treat, and maybe that's why he's so excited because I'm usually the one to give him the treats. But he is excited,
And that makes
however
you
you
feel
stack
good.
it up. And that makes me feel good. That's exactly right.
Mhm.
Exactly right.
So here's the thing. So when it comes to like who needs who more, I think it's basically a toss up because
Hmm.
the problem is that unfortunately people put their own feelings and their own needs ahead of their dog's needs, right? So, yes, dogs do need stuff from us. Otherwise, like you said, they'd be starving. But that's the problem is that their needs are really basic. So, on the previous podcast, I talk about homeless people and dogs, which you and I actually had this discussion. And of course, this was supposed to be a discussion that I was planning that day and having with you on that episode. But unfortunately, Jordan, was unable to attend that recording. I was going to throw
Achisa
that out there.
marrón.
That's right.
Ay,
But we're
ay,
here
ay.
now, and that's
This
all that matters.
guy.
We
Oh
we
my
live in the
God.
present.
We're not going to talk about it.
We're not going to talk about that. But I wanted to have this talk because I just felt like it was something important to talk about, like homeless people and dogs, because people feel bad for the dog, and I've seen some of the most calm, happy, and well-behaved dogs with homeless people. And I feel that the reason why that is because they're not overstimulated and they're not overspoiled because they're provided the basic needs from this homeless person who doesn't possess anything material, but yet is providing his dog everything that they want and need, right? So that dog is happy. And if you take even if you take that dog and you put him into a household that's very loving and caring, they spoil him rotten, all of a sudden that dog develops anxiety issues and nervous issues and fear issues and aggression issues. And then people will blame it on, well, that's because of his background or where he came from. No, it's because of the fact that we are overstimulating them, you know, and we're overspoiling them, but we're not providing them that source of calmness. We're not providing them that mental and physical stimulation, proper mental and physical stimulation. We're not providing them with a source of old school instincts of, primal instincts, which is really what dogs are all about. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when we were talking about like who needs who more, right? And then I was thinking about this with the cats that I take care of in the neighborhood over, in the neighborhood over here. And there's one cat who I'm going to be taking in. I already decided that. I mean, so anyway, but we'll get to that another time. I discussed that in a previous episode, but I've decided it's coming. So, one before, but a few years ago, I actually got one of those cats from my neighbor, my next door neighbor. And I felt happy that this cat was off the streets, right? But then for months, this cat was like on the windowsill, and I would see it every single day. on the windowsill meowing away. And I couldn't help but wonder, did I do the right thing? Like by getting this cat off the street, yeah, doesn't have to worry about illnesses, doesn't have to worry about, I mean, feeding wasn't a problem because I took care of that. Getting run over by a car, other animals. Yes, that's the case. Weather, and today it was, we have storms over here and it's like pouring. And I'm thinking, my baby over here, my baby Scooter's outside. And I'm thinking, but if I bring him home, is he going to be happier? You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, that's what I feel that most people, and which is what I try to, instill, is our job is to provide dogs what it is that they want, not what we think that they want. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
And what they want is not material stuff. They just need their basic needs met. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip taken from an upcoming episode of our podcast, Barking for Balance, which premieres every Thursday. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out. It's really cool. You could also listen to the podcast on all major platforms. Links are down below in the description. Make sure you also follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram. Links also down below for all content that we don't post on YouTube.